Relationship content might be a humiliation ritual. Video by Omeezy. You already know we're back with another video. Now, when it comes to relationships, your boy has some experience. I'm not gonna sit here and yap and talk about like, yo, I'm fucking Duke Dennis. Right? That's me, Duke. Anyways, I have some experience, right? I have a decent amount of thoughts when it comes to relationships. Your boy's been in some, hasn't, and so, let's just check this video out and let's see what this is about, bro.
Every time an influencer goes public with their relationship, Parasocial FC comes right to attention. They treat the whole thing like a court case. Fans don't just watch, they investigate. They go through old tweets, old pictures, old videos, and try to gather as much evidence. They nitpick every action and every detail about what they do. And then most of the times when they don't survive the scrutiny, people get executed for simple things that they did that people have no clue what they're talking about. Now, although I've mentioned her and featured her ever so slightly on my platforms and channels, this is the exact reason why I keep my relationship private. Because public relationships don't add any value. They actually multiply pressure, toxicity, and the entitlement of people.
Christy Scott has filed for divorce because allegedly Desmond has cheated. I just saw this article on TMZ and they said that Christy has...
I don't know who these people are. I'll be honest with you. These guys right here, this guy and this girl, I have no idea who these people are. But when it comes to relationships, as far as Omeezy talking about, there's no point in putting it online. There's benefits to both. If you want to maybe have your audience feel closer to you, and this is the most important part, you feel like you already have a solid fan base with solid positive thoughts, right? You didn't build IShowSpeed middle school rage baiter fan base, right? You built maybe some mature guys who are into self-improvement, who agree with your perspective. And you're like, hey, I want my fans to meet my girlfriend. Maybe just one video. Just make a video. Hey, guys, this is my girlfriend. We're going to sit here. We're going to react together. Something like that. I think that's fine. I don't think that's damaging. It becomes damaging if you already don't have a solid, mature fan base. And let's say that you don't want one. Let's say you want to appeal to high schoolers. Let's say you want to appeal to, I'm not saying people are immature, but, you want to appeal to that demographic, that group of people, then, it's pretty obvious you shouldn't have a girlfriend in that scene, right, in that career path. But at the same time, he is right. It doesn't provide any value. Now, when I say value, I don't mean literally money. I'm talking about maybe career growth, right? Maybe it doesn't provide something for you. And in that case, it's okay. It's really your choice. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's black or white. It's either it's good or it's bad. And there's no in between. It's not really like that. Sometimes it'll help you out. Sometimes it won't. It really depends on the situation you're in. But yeah, man, let's get back to it.
Officially filed for divorce. He got the court documents. She listed the fact that Desmond had cheated on her and said that it had completely wiped out any reasonable chance of reconciliation. Whether you follow them or not, if you're on TikTok, it's likely you've seen their videos. And if you don't know who they are, but you're like, why do they look so familiar? This might help you out because anytime she'd post a video trying to shock him with whatever it was she was doing, this would always be his reaction. What makes the situation even more sad, besides the fact that they were married, they have 2 kids, and their kids are really young, but they met at 14 years old.
Wow, 14. I never had experience with I never really talked to girls at that age, so pretty sure I'm not gonna meet my wife, who I somehow coincidentally known since 14, but as far as people that I know that dated years after this, I don't know, it always somehow grew hella toxic. I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
I will say this, going through a divorce when you have kids is incredibly hard, especially when you've been together for that long. Having to go through this publicly, I can only imagine how she's feeling, but I hope she's aware that once she gets through the pain, because she will get through the pain, she is going to be more than okay.
Why is it only her though? What about him? Like I said, I don't know the situation. I don't know if he cheated on her or something, but if shit just isn't working with them, why should just focus on a girl, bro? Maybe he, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're both equally going through it, right?
At the end of the day, there's only one loser in this situation in more ways than one, and I don't even think I need to say who that is.
Arguably, and probably not arguably, the most famous TikTok couple got into a divorce this past week. Christy and Desmond Scott, Jehovah's Witness couple, been together since 14, which is a very long time. Ultimately filed for divorce due to adultery. Now, on surface, whoever cheated Desmond would be labeled as a scum. Knowing that they're Jehovah's Witnesses and knowing that this is like the only reason as to how they can get out of marriages makes it a little bit different. But nonetheless, I and my Christian beliefs don't feel like cheating is ever valid. Listen, I don't know their struggle, and it's honestly none of my business. But as I went through the comment section of all these videos that I consumed over the weekend, it became abundantly clear that, oh my gosh, I thought it was a joke. Parasocial FC is so real, and y'all are so nasty. People felt like they were so entitled to so much information about these people. And I get it, they brought you into their lives over the past couple of years, whether it be building a clubhouse in their backyard or what they were gonna eat for dinner. But I think that there's a difference between these superficial matters and these personal matters. Like, I don't know.
Bro, for sure, man. I really hope that nobody that's watching this video is like one of those creeps that you see that he's talking about on those reels or on those TikToks or in the comment sections where they're like gathering information. They're trying to scavenge as much information as possible about the divorced couple, and they're treating it like it's their life. You have your own life. I have my own life to live, bro. Now I can make the claim that I'm sitting here in front of a camera reacting to content because I enjoy it. That doesn't mean this is my life, right? That doesn't mean that their divorce is now my life. I'm not gonna go to the gym later today and lift and I can't do my last set. Quick, that guy, he fucking cheated on her. Fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really work like that. So, if you guys are, whoever's watching this, I hope you guys aren't like that. But if you guys are, change, man. Change it, bro.
Husband cheating and going through a divorce. The one that got me the most was his explanation as to why it all happened.
He says, I want to begin by apologizing to Christy, our family, and everyone who has been impacted by the public attention surrounding the situation. I know this news has been disappointing for many, and I'm truly sorry for the hurt it has caused. Christy is the mother of my children, and that will always come first. I remain fully committed to being an active, present, and loving parent to our boys, as I've always been. Christy and I faced challenges and made sincere efforts to work through them. Towards the end of 2025, I wanted to separate, and I had conversations with Christy regarding this. During this period, I made choices that I'm not proud of. I took responsibility for those actions. I shared this with her directly and personally, and ultimately we decided to divorce. I asked for privacy and compassion as we navigate this difficult chapter of our lives. Thank you to everyone who has supported us over the years. I'm grateful for that support and will continue sharing my love for cooking and the things that inspire me. I hope you'll continue that journey with me.
Okay, and listen, man, he might have, to what it sounds like now, I'm not going to say I take back what I said, but to what it sounds like now, what I'm saying, it appears that he had cheated on her. And, to that I say, bro, you fucked up badly, but from this paragraph, he seems like he understands and he just wants to be left alone with it for a little bit of time until shit passes, right? And that's okay, it's a pretty solid response to the whole situation. I don't see any issues with what he said. What he did, of course, cheating is never right. I don't condemn him for it. It's dumb. Excuse me. But just in general, this whole apology shit is perfectly fine for me, bro. This is very direct. He just wants to let this shit pass through. He apologizes, and I'm sure, like he said here, where it was personal, directly and personal. I took responsibility for those actions, and I shared this with her directly and personal. I am sure that they went through many arguments, that they went through many sad cry nights. They went through a lot of shit personally without the cameras on. Nobody knew. So, there's no reason to flame the guy as much as he deserves to be flamed, equally with her as well. There's no need to show her as much as compassion as she needs. That's just my take on it, but let's keep it pushing.
First of all, I think it's actually crazy that he felt like he needed to address the public in this.
It is crazy, but honestly, if you're like, my bad for pausing so much, but if you're like constantly getting fucking comments and you're constantly getting asked about it by your colleagues, I don't fucking know, I would post it as well. If it comes to the level of harassment, I don't know if it did, but if it does, I'm posting that shit. And that gives me the right to get pissed off the next time something happens like that.
manner. Like the fact that the community at large felt entitled to having some sort of window into their lives during this personal time. But second of all, as I scrolled through the comments, it became abundantly clear that Parasocial FC is actually real. These people claiming different sides of the argument, mostly Christy, saying that they hate him, he's a bitch, he's this, that, and it was just the most outrageous scroll I've ever had in a minute. Now, if you think that people who had full-fledged relationships going into the internet and internet culture didn't have any privacy, what do you think that that means for those that are trying to build a blossoming relationship on the internet? Yana and Marlon, two blossoming streamers for the past year, have been getting very close. It started off as normal streamer collaborations, but after a little while, it became abundantly clear to the community that, you know, there was probably just a little bit more going on with their relationship than they were telling us.
Good night, guys. We're just gonna sleep out here.
Now, I'm fine with that. Look, I'm one of the guyly pops, you know, girly pops for guys. But there is a line that I draw in the sand.
The fuck did you just say? Guyly pops?
What?
The fuck are you talking about? Don't ever say that shit again, bro. Like I don't have a problem with it, but like, just the way you said it is just weird. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And shipping people is one thing that I don't do. Why? It's weird as fuck, that's why. Men and women, men and men, women and women should be able to have normal interactions with each other without everybody trying to put private parts next to private parts. What private parts are these that do this? Y'all know what I mean. And if they just so happen to be together and tell us, then that's fine too. But it should be something that happens under their own power.
No, for sure. This works for anything, bro. For any type of straight homosexual, like any type of relationship that somebody may have. It's completely their choice, bro, and it's completely their right to have it privately, bro. And we're not entitled to any of that shit, bro. You guys aren't entitled for me to fucking record myself being like, yo, this is my girl right here. Let's fucking, you know. You guys aren't entitled for it. It's my choice. Same with you guys and me. Like, same with just people in general on the internet, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm single as fuck, but I'm saying if I were to be in a relationship, it would be my choice to show her on camera, right? And I'm not even like a YouTuber, right? So you know what I'm saying? So he's completely right. It is their choice. Now when it comes to shipping people, that shit was always childish to me. So that is weird. But there's so many other things that apparently aren't childish that to me are. So
when Yana and Marlon announced their relationship, I wasn't moved. You shouldn't be moved. Nobody should be moved by this.
Shut that shit up. I was standing right there. Like, y'all act like I don't, like, what's the big secret?
Case closed, bro.
Is this guy doing makeup on her, bro? Oh, no, wait, I'm tripping. I didn't even see him react to it. Okay, there's somebody else doing makeup. I thought Marlon was doing makeup on her. I was like, what the fuck? That's a new level of relationship status I never reached.
Y'all parasocials are getting out of hand.
Case closed.
Let me tell you something. And I'm going to put all y'all in check. Like, bitch, you tried, Mana and 5.
Case closed.
And I'm not kidding. Like,
case closed, boy.
Y'all.
Case closed. Let's get this shit. Let's get this day popping, bro. Let's get this day fucking popping, bro. Let's get this day fucking popping, bro.
But sadly, that's not how any of this works. Just 3 days after Marlon and Yana announced that they were in a relationship together, a video surfaced of Marlon and a woman named India from Love Island were out seen together kissing in public. Now, the two reasons why this is awful is because India is known for being in a relationship with one of the Love Island cast members. The person that released this clip or video is trying to expose that she was cheating.
This cheating scandal that's going on. Quick story time. December the 3rd, I went out, done a bit of shopping, and I stopped at Duck and Waffle to get some food. And as I'm in there eating, I've realised India Pollack is here. But I'm like, okay.
Bro, this bitch doesn't have a fucking life, bro. You genuinely don't have a life if you're recording two people making out, bro. But whatever, I guess because they're... And also, is it even them? If it's them, then shit, he fucked up. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just very low life level activities, I'll be honest with you.
There's no dummy. What's going on? Anyways, let that shit slide. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to take a video because as a fan, obviously, why would I not? Recording a video, why is India locked in, entangled with her mouth with this Marlon guy on the video I posted? It's true, guys. This ain't no cap. This ain't no bullshit. I have the video upon my phone.
The second thing that makes it awful is that Parasocial FC put their boots on, they've got their bayonets, and they are ready to go to war about Marlon, Yana, India, Demi, and all of these relationships online.
There's actually people saying Dami deserved to get cheated on because he didn't propose to India. Meanwhile, there's no married women in their family. Your mom has been a girlfriend since 1980.
But who cares, bro? It's not your fucking life, dumbass. You bitch. It's not your life, bro. Who the fuck cares, bro? Like, you look like a fucking egg. Who the fuck cares? You know, this is the real. Listen, guys. This is. You better listen to me quick, bro. People who are like this, and I really hope you guys aren't. People who are like this, who care so much, specifically about relationships online, right, among celebrities and stuff. People who care that much about it, they care so much about it because they are jealous subconsciously, bro. They don't have their own, right? They don't have their own shit. And so that's why they feel the need to go and to care about that shit. It distracts them. It makes them feel like they're in the relationship. And that's why they're so hostile. That's why they want to be in the news all the time. Like, they want to be in the know, right? They want to fucking know everything because they want to feel like they're in that relationship. You feel me? That's really what it comes down to scientifically, bro.
Why don't you start with your own family? Do you understand how mad you sound? Start with your own family. Your sister is not married. She has 3 kids. You have 4 kids. You're not married. Why don't you start by dictating your own family, getting your own affairs in order? Start with that, and then we can take you serious, please.
Bro, Marlon did the dude a favor. I don't want to be that guy, but like, right? If your girl's gonna cheat publicly, making out with a guy, if I'm the guy that got cheated on, I'm thanking Marlon.
W11.
What? He just saved me.
Hold on, bro. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck is that, bro?
What?
What the fuck is this?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What type of fucking streaming is that, bro?
Years, hello? 11 months. What are you talking about? How are you guys getting mad at Marlon? Am I living in the same world? It's not on both. It is not on both. It has nothing to do with Marlon. Whoever just wrote that. It's a respect thing? Dude, if the girl is gonna kiss, dude, it's not.
Wait, he confirms he wasn't talking to Yana at the time of the leaked video. Okay, so apparently this was before they even talked. But it doesn't even matter, bro. It's not your fucking life, right? I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Both? How is it on both? Bro, what? He as a man should also respect the fact that she's in a relationship. All right, do you guys think Marlon is the one that is fucking controlling this girl from kissing him? Like, y'all could be fucking with me.
There's a clip that this one dude released. Somebody recorded me kissing a girl. Hey, how you doing? 24-year-old man, single at the time, not talking to nobody. What are we talking about here? I'm really confused here.
Now, as an online figure, you wouldn't normally have to explain any of this. You wouldn't be dealing with all the parasocial scrutiny that's coming along with kissing somebody, with, you know, being an adult, doing adult things. Granted, I'm not excusing the woman for cheating. You know, people consider that to be bad. Don't cheat. But at the end of the day, it's none of our business. And what makes it even worse, though, is that Marlon is now sitting here having to explain why Yana is getting embarrassed because of his actions.
It's Yana, because she gets looked upon in a bad way. She does. I wasn't talking to nobody at the time. So that's not something I need to address, whatever it is. It's not, okay? That's all it is. But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, obviously now me and Yana are doing more stuff. People are seeing us online. People are seeing the edits. We're posting each other. I'm commenting on stuff, like all this stuff. And that it was such a bad timing. It is looked upon as, oh, Yana, he's doing you dirty. Oh, Yana, look at that. Look what he's doing. Oh, Yana, that's embarrassing for you, whatever. So that's why, honestly, I want to come on here and say it and clear things up so you don't assume anything.
Also, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I'm not going to lie, bro. This girl right here, she ain't really all that, whatever the fuck his name is, Marlon. She ain't all that, I'll be honest with you. I feel like he could do a little better, but, you know, as long as he's happy, right?
And all of a sudden start maybe telling her stuff or telling me stuff or whatever it is, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to say something. I'm gonna be honest.
I ended it at night. 3 hours later, I had a flight. What does that mean? I had spoken to Yana for about 1 hour. 1 hour I spoken to Yana off stream. But here y'all go talking about, oh, but you were feeling this. She was feeling this for you. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing. We haven't even we had never spoke off camera until after Hawaii. Literally never. I will not be sitting here doing this girl content again. Like, there's just no point. Like, I'm trying to focus on what I've done this in January, where I've just been
genuinely seems like pissed off about it, to the point where I actually do believe him, and I'm pretty sure that he wasn't talking to the girl. I don't know. But like I said, and like I'm gonna keep saying, bro, it's fucking his life, bro. He said it countless times. He's a 24-year-old single male at the time. Now he's not anymore single. But point is, like, it's his fucking life, bro. Let it be.
I'm doing my thing, and it's been the best 10 days of content I've done. Like, all of that shit is just dramas, it's troubles, it's all this stuff.
Now a situation with two adults in a consenting relationship is having to be explained to the internet community, as if their opinions bear any weight on what goes on a day-to-day basis. I used to have an uncle who used to tell me three things. If they're not fucking you, feeding you, or fucking you, I don't know why I said fucking you twice, but if they're not doing those three things, then why are they in your marital...
Yo, Omizi is on something this video, bro, because... type of uncle, what the fuck, bro?
Relationship-ino business. Why do their opinions hold so much weight? It's probably because these people are insidious and incestuous. They come for all of your comment sections. They come for the other person's comment section. They spam.
They don't have a life themselves, so they focus on others. Bars.
Chats. They do all these nasty things, make these TikToks that ultimately seep into your real life where you can't avoid it. And I know it's easy to just say log off, log off, log off, but these are people's livelihoods. These are people's jobs. They have to stay connected to the internet to some extent. Now, a problem that was never a problem is all of a sudden a problem. I will say that Yana does handle this like an adult in this situation. She says that, you know, this happened before, you know, Marlon and her were even together, so it really doesn't even matter. But I don't like the fact that now this becomes some sort of conversation about her knowing beforehand, because honestly, it's not too relevant in the conversation.
I'm not gonna sit on here and talk about everything because I'm not really ready to do that, and I feel like just some stuff doesn't really need to be said online. I also don't owe anyone an explanation.
Like, doesn't this shit just get tiring, bro? This shit just gets tiring, bro. How the fuck do you, like, who has the energy to keep up with this bullshit, bro? If you don't got a relationship, if you ever been in a relationship, I'm single and I've been in a relationship, bro. It's tiring sometimes, bro. How can you keep up with other people's relationships? I don't got energy like that, bro. Like, to spend on this shit. I got priorities, bro. That's really the thing with these people. They don't have priorities, bro.
I guess other people don't either, so yeah, you get it. I will say, y'all don't know what's going on behind closed doors either, so that's a big one. So I see a lot of clips, people assuming this and that, or edits for this and edits for that, and you get what I'm getting at. People just don't know. They don't know. The timeline was what everyone was kind of confused about, but I will say there were no strings attached. That was before, like, that was fresh and new stuff in Hawaii. Very fresh, very new. I will say, when y'all found out, I found out.
Damn. But because the weight of this nasty conversation is weighed so much on Yana, she's decided to go ahead and delete her social media account, Twitter, for her health, safety, well-being, and, you know, from a mental standpoint.
Can you delete Twitter, please? Oh, I'm steps ahead. I deleted Twitter 24 hours ago, and I feel relief. I do feel happy today. I do.
I feel like these people's communities ultimately become those single friends that are in people's ears when these creators get into relationships.
Yes, bro. Like I say, at the end of the fucking day, bro, shit like this truly doesn't matter. If you have your priorities straight, you're fucking good. I actually made a video, it's going to be on the top left corner right here, about, you know, how being lazy isn't really the problem. It's just that we're not in the moment enough, right? And I made a video going in depth, and make sure to check it out. It's not really getting as many views as I wish it could, because it really, really means a lot to me. Like this video, bro. I wish more people could see it, purely just because I really do think it can change the way you think about life, because it changed the way I thought about life. And turns out a lot of these people need it as well. So yeah, man. Anyways, bro, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I reply to almost every fucking comment, bro, so let's have a conversation. And yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna see y'all on my next one, man. God bless and peace, bro.